everyone, we're back. Sorry for the bit of the delay. You guys have been seeing Cynda's and Cone's POV just kind of playing out, but welcome to finals. So, should be fun. We had a really good first round. Both our POVs qualifies. We're going to be using this, rolling with the same ones, Cone and Cynda. So, and should mention, there is a prize for this. We didn't mention this last round. We probably should have, but the whole prize for this is if you finish in first, you get $60 US. Second, you get 25, and third gets 15. So that's what these players are playing for, or local equivalent. So you shove it into like a Google's currency exchange, and then you get the money. So if you're from Canada, for example, so if Artie were to win, he'd get about, I think, $75 Canadian, I think, or so, instead of 60 USD. So, yeah. And otherwise, I don't really see who's missing. It seems like there's only 9 people in the room. I can't tell, so I see that would be Cone, Cynda, Canoso, Artie, Chibi, Ace, Kevo, +1 that I don't recognize. So who's missing from room? Find out. Let me give it a second here. Find the actual post. So I believe... Oh, I think that meme might actually be Saya-chan. I should mention, yeah, oh, by the way, Luis Miguel is Foul, for those that didn't know. He goes by Foul, otherwise, as a more common name, and Saya-chan is Rike from Arc. So those are their more common names. I think everyone else is using a name that is quite recognizable, as like a name that most people know. So, yeah.
There's 2 more. We see Kevo, and I don't know who that other me is. Oh, that's Louis Miguel.
Yeah, that's Maxim's me. German player who's playing at like 4 o'clock in the morning, so shoutouts. Going for that cash. What's funny is Maxim played the first week, won, and then just didn't play. I mean, obviously you don't have to, because if you won an event, you auto-qualified. And there's Foul's more recognizable me coming in, the bald one with the mustache. The one, if you've played Lounge Tier C or B within the past 6 months, you should easily recognize it. If you play it like about this time, plays quite often. I don't recognize that meme. That's a weird one. That's one I don't know. And yeah, room should be starting soon. Yeah, room is starting now.
Good luck to all races involved. Let's see who gets the money.
Mm-hmm. Dolphin Shoals immediately coming out for Cone, and same thing for Cynda. Both players is going for Dolphin, which, you know what, like Dolphin, I'll be honest, is actually kind of a fun track. You know, I enjoy it quite enough. Not enough to pick it in Lounge, though. My go-to is Grumble Volcano. What's yours, Ben? What's your go-to track in Lounge? When you're not first, like, you just pick it, like, or whatever.
Anything in the mid spots. I'm a Big Blue fan.
Big Blue? That's actually really based. Like, honestly, Big Blue is great.
That's just the go-to.
Yeah. And
if you fail early, you can always luck something at the glider set.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's such a good track. I don't know. It's entirely based on what happens at that set, and for some reason, I love it.
Yeah. The chaos of the end of Section 2. Anyway, let's get to this race.
So Cynda here on Ribbon Road. That was, I believe, Brandon's pick. Cynda gonna be opting to run Ribbon. Ribbon's another track that's sort of like a lounge track, but it's a little more running heavy. This is more of like a running based track, but you can still bag and have some decent success. So, see how it goes. The Redding Chibi not getting a box at all.
The chain.
Just falling off. Not gonna do too well. He's probably gonna opt to bag once he gets around to first set. I'm gonna go for some coins in the meantime. and see how it goes. I believe, yeah. So Ace is right there. We can see where Ace is. I think Artie is in a top spot. I saw him fail. Oh, a blue coming out. I mean, see, a strike. Okay.
Ooh, Shrooms and Bill.
The Bill is quite good, although I think this is like, yeah, too early for the Bill. You know, you want this more like either like this set coming up. You want to pull it like this set instead. And not getting a chain is really bad for Cynda here. He uses a star to take cut and fourth, but he has nothing after it. So now he's just stuck with nothing, and whenever he gets,
he's going to be hoping for a good item here.
Yeah, it's fire. This is okay. In fourth, this is fine. Probably wants shrooms. Gets rid of the at least a shroom. He has 2 sets to go though for getting a shroom or something to take cut.
Red and more fire.
If he was in a war right now, the other team would hate him, but this is an FFA, so who cares? Chaining, I am not a huge fan of using all of that fire. That is putting all your eggs in one basket, and now he just has triple nanas instead of fire to maybe hit these people taking cut, and now he gets 5th out of that instead of
still
what could have been.
Still a good result.
Yeah, could have potentially been 3rd, though, because if he had held his fire, he would have fired Artie and Strike, potentially, who were taking cut, but, you know, whatever. It was okay. It was a risk to take, and obviously when you're going for prize money, you're trying to go for top 3 here. You're not trying to just qualify and get 6th. So you need big races early to, like, hopefully get it, you know? And Dolphin Shoals coming out for both our streamers again. Already picking DEA, his favorite lounge track. Same thing for Strike, and going for that. And
best runner in the game.
True. True. Best running track in the game. It's only the best running track in the game, though, when you run it and get first. And then it sucks, you know,
yeah.
Obviously.
Then it's the best bagger in the game.
True. that's just how DEA works.
But
we instead we're going
Bone Dry Dunes.
Mm-hmm. The French special. Only French teams pick this. I don't know why, but only French teams pick this. In my experience, anyway. I've only ever seen them
going for the Nisk. It's a ballsy play.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, kind of what you got to do at this point. Cohen just going to take the shroom up, almost getting trailed there. Luckily, Maxim is German, so that's not actually where Maxim was, so he didn't get trailed. And Cone here with a really weird chain. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of what Cone's doing right now, because what he's doing is running in a mid spot. And running in mid spots is a really bad idea, because it's like you're not committed to running, but you're not committed to bagging either. So you're going to get the worst of both worlds. You know? You're going to get passed by everyone who shrooms up at the end, and you're going to get backspammed by everyone up ahead of you. And he's still just going to decide to run in a mid spot here. I don't know.
Yeah. But no, like, I'm always a believer. I want to be in top 3 or bottom 4.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is this isn't bad. The thing is like, if nothing happens, he's fine, right? Let's see, now he's bagging. But, like, see, if nothing happened and he was in 6th, then whatever, he gets 6th, right? 7 points, that's okay, right? But the problem is, like, nothing ever happens is the wrong. It rarely happens that there's nothing, you know? Like, generally you're gonna get hit.
There's always something in this game.
Yeah, exactly. But, now, see, Cone here is in a much better position. Jeez. There's someone speeding down the road. I don't think you can hear that on cast, but it was weird. Cone not getting a star is really bad. I'm surprised he didn't get a star here. He really wants that star for this set. Again,
you're not getting it. Opting for the left path.
I mean, it's probably worth it because you get a more secure double box, but Ace did the same thing, so he gets no double box. Quad shrooms in 10th is pretty bad. He only passed maybe a couple of people on the line here. More than I expected, though, getting 7th. So, not too bad.
Salvaging a 7th from that. And Cynda getting first.
Yeah, so Cynda's in a really good position here. Cone is in an okay spot, but I mean, Clone's probably more opting to get the highest position he can rather than going for the money, because this room is really stacked. I mean, if you can go for the money, then go for it, but geez. If I were in Cone's shoes, I would just try to go for the best spot I can. Not really worry about the money, you know?
Yeah, if I was in Cone's shoes, I'd just be thrilled to be playing finals in this room.
Yeah. Wario Stadium, classic first place track for Cynda, and Cone picking Dolphin Shoals again, as one would expect. And again, we see the smatterings of DEAs and Ice Outposts and MKS just chilling.
It's Wario Stadium and the lounge tracks.
Exactly. That's how she goes, and Canoso's random. So see what happens here. We dodged TM last round. Interestingly, we didn't play Twisted Mansion, which is a rare sight in an MK8 event. TikTok.
TikTok clock.
This is good for Cynda. Although, if there's Scooties behind him, maybe not. It's a bunch of Wigglers, so he's good. Cynda's able to not get bumped off at the clock hands. He could be set for another first place, or at least a top 6 finish. See what happens. Into this, we'll see if he's able to squeeze out. He should be able to squeeze out the SMD here. Yeah, there it is. Still not getting past. Does he go for 2 boxes or just for the fast? He goes fast, gets a coin. Unfortunately, going to get shredded. Yeah.
Slows down, lets it pass.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he has to do, or else he was going to get hit and be down to 0 coins. So it's kind of unfortunate for Cynda there, but he's in an okay position here with triple bananas in 5th. And it seems like 2 people are bagging behind there. I'm not sure who that is. Triple Shrooms is really good.
Yeah, this is a really powerful position here for Cynda. 3 forms of protection, and then the Shrooms behind it.
Yeah, so he should be good for the rest. Like, what's funny is Cynda could realistically just hold this for the entire race, right? And just take out his Shrooms, like, at the end, for when people get hit on the line, because that's just how TikTok works. And then just winning, right? This blue gonna hit someone really close to pack. That's right there. Yeah, so now Cynda's in 2nd or 3rd with the same set that he had like last lap. Cynda's doing what I said. He's just gonna hold this as security, and then he's just gonna shroom up right at the end. Our other POV's chilling in 1st. So this blooper could be bad. No, nothing came of it though. I don't know what the people in last were doing. It doesn't seem like... Oh, that boomerang.
Well, and the bump.
And the bump bumps him off the track, and now he has to avoid Maxim's red there. Fortunately, Cynda's plans got halted short because of a boomerang he didn't see. I'm not sure if that was backspam. It looked like it was backspam. And then getting redded. Oh, God, that's a really bad spot to shroom, and now he just has these greens here while everyone gets to shroom up in a star, and unfortunately, Cynda has to hope that... How did he... What was going on? So that's why he wanted to hold his shrooms for as long as possible. And Cone able to get 2nd. So Cone's actually in 4th now. Yeah. Maybe I should keep jinxing Cone, eh? Keep saying stuff to say like, oh, he shouldn't be looking for the money, but maybe he is looking for the money. I don't know.
He's all about getting that bread.
Exactly, and Cone picking Dolphin Shoals for 2nd instead of DP3. So I guess he just if he's not in 1st, he picks Dolphin Shoals in DP3. I guess that's how he works, which I can respect.
It worked for him last time. Let's hope it works again.
Yeah, of course. Cynda going for Mario Kart Stadium, which is funny because Mario Kart MKS was like a really unpopular track. Like, there's no one picked it. For literally 3 years. I'm not kidding about this. 3 years went by and there was one team that would pick MKS. And that was Mushroom Team. It was like their 5th track or something. But like ever since John made that video about that with that glider strat in it, now everyone picks it for lounge. Like, it's ridiculous. Which, is okay. I don't mind the track, but there's other tracks I would much rather play that are like it. In a way, like Dolphin Shoals is one of them.
MKS isn't my cup of tea.
Yeah. Anyway, a weird choice for Cone there, not fullbacking, just getting 1 box, then going forwards. Like, I feel like on Dolphin Shoals you commit if you're gonna start bagging, like, bag early, But I guess he said, nah, I'm just gonna chill with a single shroom and 8 and hope for the best. So we'll see what he does. Shrooming up there does get the double blocks, so not too bad. Gets a plant, though. That's the wrong order, and there's greens right behind him.
I don't know how I feel about that play.
Well, it was probably worth it, because it got rid of the greens that were behind him. And, I mean, otherwise Chibi was just going to hit him once his plant ran out, right? So,
yeah.
Get rid of him while you can. That Bond taking out Brandon. Both are POVs in 2-3.
And the blue going for first, going to minimize the distance that first place has developed on everyone.
Ooh.
The shock.
Yeah, already dodging here. I don't know. I don't see what he has.
Kevo as well that dodged.
No, Kevo was blued. Kevo was just that far ahead.
In first, okay.
Triple shrooms for Cynda there. That's a crazy chain. I'm surprised, but Cone with this green in fifth. I think someone dodged in a ghost because I didn't see anyone pass, and for some reason he's in fifth now. Oh, these greens from foul. How did he avoid that? I'm genuinely shocked. Gonna get redded anyway. Cone's in a really bad spot now.
Gonna have to pray for something strong at this chain here.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of him going up top there. He probably should have gone down middle. Yeah, now
the chain.
Had a really bad line for that set. Now he has no box in eighth. These bills and stars are going to come up. We'll see what he gets at last set. He might get saved here. No box. Oh, dang. Cone
Greed coming out there, going for the doubles instead of securing a single.
Yeah, and that's going to get him last. Unfortunately. Just a few crucial misjudgments from Cone.
It's Cynda coming out with the win again.
Yeah. Mexico bottom 3, by the way. I believe those are all Team Mexico members, too, unless Foul is not on Team Mexico. So, number 1, 2, and 3 Mex. Chillin'. Except for Rike is not in last. That's my bad. But anyway, wait, hang on. Are there 4 Mexicans? There are 4 Mexicans in the room. So, Cynda picking RWS for first, which is a classic. I don't think he's going to get it, though. Yeah, looks like we're going to go Sherbetland.
Interesting that we saw Artie picking Mount Warrior there for not being in first. Another classic runner.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing is that first on Mount Wario doesn't really have a good alignment. I'm not gonna lie. Like, his first section is really weird, and it's really a matter of who is able to get to once section 1 ends, that kind of determines the race. So if you're starting in second, you're not in that bad of a position, you know?
Yeah, I hear you. You see Cynda back here in 11th, trying to... Looks like he's trying to catch up early, trying to get back into those top spots.
Yeah. We'll see. This track is not... This track isn't, like, super... Shocks aren't, like, super common on this. So, I don't know... we'll see what he does. But it seems like he's just going to start catching up now. So he's doing that thing of running in a mid spot, which can work out sometimes. He gets a ghost, too, so this is actually going to work out really well for him. If there is a shock, he has a dodge in a really high position, so Cynda's kind of set for...
Yeah, if he's able to cut here and get a good item chain, then he's really set up for the rest of the race.
Stealing triple greens. Not the best steal you could get. I mean, he wasn't 6th, though, so, I mean, what are you gonna get? I want to know, like... I'm gonna figure out... What is his play... Oh, if you don't look back, it can't hit you. Never mind. Hit him anyway. Are those 2
More
sets of
triple
fire?
greens.
Yeah. I think he should be chained fire into fire there. I might be crazy saying that, but I feel like he just did. Because I feel like there was a whole set of fire that came for Cynda, and then another set from Chibi. So I don't know what the hell that was. But, ooh, this is a really good chain in 5th, getting triple shrooms. He should chain on the doubles here, or not.
6 is single.
Yeah, which is an odd, because he had a free double there. I'm kind of surprised. Oh,
that green. Just ends his career. And the plant, too.
Yeah, planted, fired, rip. Dang. Well, That's unfortunate. Cone is able to squeeze out 5th there. Now Cynda's lead that he had of about, I think, like 8 points just got sliced, and now he's tied for 1st with Kevo. See, yeah, Cynda opting for, MKS for his position, and Cone picking DP3. So yeah, so Cone literally just picks DP3 or Dolphin Shoals unless he's in 1st. So, good to know. DEA! Look at that! Lounge. It's always fun. Always play this in Lounge. Have you ever played a Lounge event where this isn't played?
It must have happened at least once, but it must have been eons ago.
I feel like the tracks I always play in Lounge are Wario Stadium, Excite Bike, and Twisted Mansion. It's like those 3 are like almost every event. Obviously Wario Stadium because people always pick it for when they're in 1st generally.
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone, like, it's bound to happen that someone gets their track pick, right?
I'm almost more nervous when my track gets chosen because I feel I have to perform.
Yeah, I mean, I it's funny. I don't like it because it means I can't like just spam the same track. Like I can't just like mindlessly spam when I get to the track selection menu. You know, I have to like, now I have to think of a new track. I mean, it's not as bad on this game because I don't mind more tracks. There's a lot more tracks I like. On MK Wii though, there's like 3 tracks I actually like playing. So, you know, once those tracks are played, I'm like, dang, I have to figure something else out. But no matter, we're playing MK8. And Colin in an okay spot, unfortunately getting red. I think that was a crazy 8 red. That's a shock.
He's going to get a ground shroom, which is going to put him in a pretty decent position, I'd say, after all that.
Yeah, he's going to be in a high spot, but does he actually want to be in a high spot? I mean, no one has any items, so he's just going to get this double here, and he's going to get, like, no shrooms. Yeah, he gets green bomb, which is not what you want on DA. You want items to take cut. So we'll see if he's able to get that here in 6th. Looks like no, so he's going to lose more and more positions after everything, and now he's just going to go back to where he was before shock. So, unfortunately for him. And no
missing
double block
the chain
there.
again.
Yeah, seems like a recurring theme of Cone is just not getting boxes. He seems to miss double boxes a lot, like banking on them being available, and you know, just yeah, immediate shrooming there into the greens, and that gets Cone last again. I think, or no, rather, yeah, last again because this is his 2nd time getting last. Cynda not getting that good of a race either, getting 9th, and now Cynda's tied for 2nd, only 2 points ahead.
Kevo taking over the lead.
Yeah, Kevo being super far ahead, and seems like Cone getting greedy there. I think Cone accidentally spammed his item button one time too many, because I have a feeling that's what he did, because otherwise I don't understand why he would have used his shroom there. With those greens like right in front of him, but you know,
unless he was banking on himself pulling a star, but that's a rather risky play.
Yeah, especially I think he got a box in 6th or something. Like he was in a mid spot, so you can't really bank on. He didn't get a double box either, so you couldn't even like say like, well, I got a double box in 9th, so realistically one of them is going to be a star, so it's a 50-50 if I spam my item.
Yeah.
But anyway. MKS and Dolphin and DP3 again. Looks like we're going to Ice instead. This is Ace T-Man's pick. We'll see how that goes.
We're playing all the same tracks as we did in the last room.
Yeah, I mean, this is what happens when you chain. This is basically just chaining lounge events. And you just play the same tracks just over and over and over again. The same ones people like generally.
Yeah, get good at the most popular 16 tracks, and then you're set for lounge.
Yeah, basically. Except for like, there's always like one guy who picks a weird track. There's like one guy in tier C who likes Mute City, and they'll pick it all the time. Or you know, like you'll play those types of tracks. Like someone will pick Wild Woods for some reason, so now you have to play that. One thing I'm a huge fan of those. No one's picking like Cheeseland and Desert and Yoshi Circuit, because people in this room seem to realize that picking that isn't really to your advantage, even when you're starting in a bottom spot, because you're just putting your race up to coin flip, essentially.
Yeah, absolutely. Too many people, especially in Tier C and below, are picking Desert and Cheese as baggers. When if you really want to bag in a free-for-all or 2v2 setting, tracks like your Donut Plains,
Yeah.
RMC to an extent, are
Yeah.
much more viable options.
Well, yeah, well, tracks people are willing to run are definitely much more viable if you want to bag, right? Because if no one runs, then like no one bags, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it's just everyone's slow.
yeah, like if people are all bagging, like people have posted clips, right, of that happening. Like I think it was Chibi who posted a clip of, there's no way I want to tell someone that this is peak level Mario Kart 8 gameplay, and he's starting in last. And, like, literally everyone ahead of him flips around and goes for that pit stop box in the corner. But anyway, while we were talking, Cynda's actually made his way all the way up to third in a good, decent spot here on lap 3, too. So unless he gets back spam, because I think that is a possibility. Oh, never mind. Kanoso hits strikeout instead.
There is a blue coming out.
Does he break the blue? Yeah, he broke the blue because he spammed his horn. So, losing a spot because of that, because he wanted to get to his Shroom, but he is still able to keep second, so no big deal. Or maybe not, because already Shroom got so third.
Still a good race overall for Cynda there, working his way through the pack.
Yeah, that's exactly what he wants, right? Yeah, no one ahead of him. Oh, well, I guess Kanoso was able to place out of him. So now Cynda's in second alone, but only 1 point ahead of third, and only 4 points ahead of fifth. So it's still... Realistically, the top 3 spots are not set in stone at all. Everyone, I think, from top 5 is within 10 of each other, possibly. If I saw that right.
Yeah,
so,
and still plenty of races to go to mix that up even more.
Exactly. And DP3 and MKS again. Just I've seen the same tracks over and over and over, and it's the same ones. You see like DP3, MKS, GV, Moo Moo, and TM and Stadium because Kanoso got first. And
there is that wild card Toad Harbor and Bowser's Castle's pick though, so we might get something a bit more unique coming through.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I know Toad Harbor is a track Artie really likes to play, so I'm thinking that's why he picks it. He really likes playing. It's one of his favorites, I think. But it looks like we're not playing that. We're going to be picking MKS instead. We'll see if this will go a little better for Cone this time around than last time. Last time, if you recall, he accidentally got a box in 8th and used his star way too early and just had fire in like 7th when everyone else had shrooms. So see if he remembers how he played that race and tries for a more optimal strategy. Get a better spot.
Yeah, I feel MKS is definitely a track where you need to commit very early into hard bagging or hard running. You don't want to be doing the running from the mid-pack kind of situation we've seen Cone in a few times.
Yeah. And, you know, what's funny, too, is like I think that's like a crucial difference between lounge play or like Mogi play versus warring. Because like warring, running in the mid-pack, like you have to do that. You have no choice, right? Sometimes. Because you can't have like the team hard. Oh, okay. You can't have the whole team hard commit bagging. That was a really. Oh no! That was an interesting usage there. I think I would have waited a second. I would have waited to this part here, but I guess he didn't want as many people dodging. Not getting another box there is pretty bad after his star. I mean, if he hadn't have hit the red, he actually would have been in a really good spot. He would have been like 5th with a star, but you know, unfortunately, ghosts can just steal it for free because no one else has boxes. He's getting another star early there. He keeps chaining shrooms when he doesn't really need to. That's another thing I've noticed that Cone does a lot, which is a mistake I make a lot as well. That's why I noticed it. I'm getting bombed there. Brutal. Avoiding
only chaining a single red shell.
Yeah, you got a box in 7. That's what you're gonna get, you know. Okay, they're not gonna be greedy. Actually, gonna go for the single box. Gets triple shrooms here. Going for that weird cut that saves. I don't know how much time, but it does save time. Fire coming out. Chains 2 shrooms again. Getting a star here. Probably wants to use this as early as possible. Yeah, gonna get an okay spot. It's 8th. I mean,
Salvaged a few
huge.
points.
Yeah. It's okay. But Cynda, our other POV, is now in third by about 7 points. So top 3 is pretty secure right now. 76, 70, and 67. And then 60 and 59 are 4th and 5th. So seems like looking at the results right now, top 3 is pretty set in stone, but who knows? I think there's still 5 races to go. Or 4, maybe? 3,
Yeah,
perhaps?
a lot can change in a GP.
Exactly. So,
Will Canoso be able to hold on to this lead he's developing? Or will we see Maxim or Cynda kind of challenge him a bit and take home that $60?
yeah, I mean, he is 6 points ahead of second, too, which is a really good lead to have in an FFA, right? Because it builds really quickly. Because if he places ahead of, like, Maxim gets one bad race, he gets one good race, and that basically seals it, right? So, we'll see.
Yeah, Canoso needs to just hold the baby for the rest of the race. For the rest of the event, rather.
Yes. And we'll see what happens here. It's the same tracks as before on screen, except DP3 is... Oh, DP3 is still there. We're going to go DAC instead, a different kind of lounge track. So another lounge track.
We're going to get winter. That's the big question.
Yeah. I think the most offensive thing about winter isn't the traction. It's the snowman that's like right on your line. You know the one I'm talking about?
Yeah, everyone knows that snowman. We've all said hello to that snowman too many times.
Yeah, like that snowman is the most offensive thing about winter. Everything else is whatever. Like I can tolerate the lower traction, but like it's that snowman. Like I hate that snowman. Like right where that ramp is, there's a snowman. Anyway, we'll see what Cynda opts to do. I think Cynda's going to do that thing where you run until you get hit, because it is DAC, so you can catch up fairly quickly, so you can afford to bag or run in a mid spot, and then once you finally get hit out, that's when you decide to start bagging. And see, now he's in second, so he's chilling. Has a horn too.
Horn and shroom.
Yeah, not going to use it to take the cut, because that would be a bit too greedy to do. And we'll see what he does. He's going to hold this horn. I think
the blue coming out.
Yeah. If he had changed his horn there, I think he would have broken it again. That would have been 2 broken blues for Cynda. So, it's just really funny.
Opting not to chain it again here, just holding it, kind of keeping third place at bay.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what he's doing, because I think he wants to hold this shroom for as long as he can. Okay, there he uses it so he can finally get a chain before this box here. Gets a coin and
single coin.
That's gross. That's really gross of a chain. Now he has no protection. It's a single red. Like, that really sucks too, because I didn't think he was close enough to just get a coin. Like normally coins in second are like when you're right behind first. Like you may as well be in first. But
that must have been a very low percentage coin there.
Yeah.
But he's come out of it okay. Still holding down fourth with 2 shells.
Ooh. Those greens right behind him. No shroom. That sucks. He's gonna lose. Yeah, he's gonna lose so many spots. Well, not as many as I thought. Well, he got fired again, so I guess not. He will lose a lot of spots, but 10th,
still 10th. I did see Maxim in the back there.
Yeah.
But Canoso extending his lead.
And Chibi sneaking his way in, and now Cynda's 1 behind third, but he's 5 ahead, 10 ahead of 4th, I think? 5 ahead? I don't know, I didn't see
it. It looks like it's developing into a bit of a 4-way battle for 3 spots. Yeah. Luke Canoso dominating this room so far, holding down first by 18 points, I think.
Yeah, which is really good. If he can maintain that lead, he could literally seal... hang on, let me look this up. USD to Mexican MXN. I think that's the. Oh. Okay, so 60 can secure himself about 1,200, just shy of 1,200 pesos, Mexican pesos.
And he doesn't even need insane results to do it. He just needs a couple of average races.
Yeah, I mean, he can just get like 6th, because there's 3 races left. Yeah, and he has 18 lead. That's really good. So, like, honestly, unless he chokes, like, hard, like, he gets, like, bottom 4 3 times in a row while the other people get really good races, like, Canoso's chilling. He's fine. He's already won.
You do see Cone pulling a shroom first set. So he'll be taking this cut most likely into first.
Yeah, and getting into first, we're going to CTM this event. We don't dodge it this time. Unfortunately, a lot more people took cut. That's a really good draft. Oh, man. I'd kill to have drafts like that are that good. I'm not sure what Cone's doing. This is MK8, not AD, not AU. Demon sliding's a bit strange there. Might get redded out here. Nope. Able to keep first.
I think we do see Cynda chilling in second.
Yeah. Yeah, that is Cynda. This is really good for Cone, actually, because, you know, despite what you might think, TM is actually pretty runnable overall, because this cut doesn't save as much as you might think, and if there's no shock, then, like, you're actually kind of fine being in first, because people just hit themselves in mid-spots a lot. Ooh, getting the UMT there is really good. I'm surprised he was able to squeeze that one out. Good on him for getting that. We'll see if he goes for Glider. Oh, that was...
Opting to go for a back, hitting it as well.
And he does connect, too. Really good. Gets the UMT this lap. Last lap, he didn't get it. Maxim's right behind him. Not chaining his coin. Going to play it safe to keep guaranteed at least one protection. I think Maxim does get cut here. Yeah, so he's going to lose first, but that's okay. Oh, I got backspammed. That's really bad. Okay, 4 shrooms. That's a decent chain. Almost shroomed into a trail there.
Blue shell going after Maxim.
Yeah, Maxim may or may not have a shroom.
And we do see room leader Canoso in a top spot.
Which might be enough to secure... Oh, okay, good ongoing glide. Oh my gosh. No! That green! That was really bad. That was really unfortunate. That green came out of nowhere, but he still squeezed out 7th, so decent race for Cone. And Canoso getting 3rd. That should seal it. I really don't see... Canoso has a 21-point lead going into the last 2 races. Like that's not going to disappear.
Things are getting tight for 2nd and 3rd. We see all the way down to 7th is still in touching distance. 8 points separating 2nd to 7th.
Yeah, so that's really where it's going to play. I think Canoso's basically secured his dub here. I don't really... Is it possible for him? Yeah, it is theoretically possible for him to lose. But I think... Hang on. Best possible race for second...
Second place would have to get at least 2nd both races. Yeah. And Canoso would have to get last in order for 2nd to... I think it might be Kevo to steal that first from him.
So I'm trying to think, like, what's the minimum required? So, okay, hang on. I'm trying to figure this out. So 2nd's on 79. So if 79 gets first, that's 94. And then, so what's the minimum to get that at? A 16-point difference. So no tie gets 16-point difference. That's 110. Oh, yeah. Okay. Canoso places in 10th or higher, he wins. I think. I think it's
closer to 7th or 6th, and he wins. Because he needs to be on 109 after this race.
He's on a 108, I'm pretty sure.
I thought he was closer to 101. I could be wrong, though.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's on 100. He's on 100 flat. Yeah. Oh, but anyway, yeah, he's definitely.
He's in a very strong position.
Yeah. Not bagging there is an interesting choice from Cynda, especially on something like Grumble, where bagging is definitely a viable choice. Looks like it worked out though, because he didn't get redded because he held his green. So.
We'll see if he changed these shrooms. No, opting for just the single and the cut.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really need to chain these. Especially on Grumble, because Grumble, I don't know what it is about Grumble, but distances on Grumble just don't work. Like, there's something about it that just really doesn't work. Like, you can get some nuts chains at some ridiculous sets, and be quite close to pack.
Yeah, I think the distance on Grumble, at least for the last set, the distance counter takes the left route, which is slightly longer.
Oh, okay.
So you are able to chain some more powerful items at that last set. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, though.
I don't know. I actually genuinely do not know what it is about Grumble's sets, but like I know I've gotten quad reds way too close to first before. There's a clip on it on my Twitter. I'd have to go digging for it, but a shock kind came out, and Cynda did not dodge, obviously. I don't see... I think someone dodged in a ghost, but I didn't really see anyone else dodge. This ghost is really good. He's going to immediately use that. Steals a golden! Okay.
Whoa.
That's a really good steal. See what he does, what he's able to do here.
Another blue coming out.
Yeah, it's a good steal, but unfortunately the rest of the room also has lots of shrooming items, so he doesn't really gain that much. Gains one spot. It's a box here. If he able to get a star or a bill, a really good spot. I guess the bill.
Yes, the bill.
Just immediately uses it, yeah. Gets him a couple spots on the line.
It's him up to 6th.
Solid. And oh,
no,
the scenario.
Kevo gets first.
Kevo getting first and Canoso getting last. So now Canoso only has a 7-point lead, which is much more doable. Which means I think Canoso wins if he gets 4th or higher. It's a tie first if Canoso gets 5th and Kevo gets first again. And then if Canoso gets 6th, but this is like worst case scenario. Realistically,
this is assuming Kevo gets first.
Yeah, assuming Kevo gets first. Like guaranteed, no matter what, mathematically, like not even chance, like 4th or higher, Canoso wins. But like if Kevo gets 2nd, for example, then that range goes like he can get 7th and still win. Kevo gets 10th or gets 3rd, now all of a sudden he can place in 9th and still win, right? So, you know,
it does look though that Kevo and Canoso are pretty well guaranteed to be top 2 in whatever order they finish in.
Oh yeah.
Having that 9-point buffer back to Cynda and Chibi, only 1 point behind in 4th. So we'll see those two really battling it out for 3rd.
Yeah, worst case scenario for Canoso, he gets $25 instead of the 60 or something, or 35. I forget the number, but he can get 2nd at worst right now because Cynda's like 16 points behind already, so it doesn't even matter. So we see what happens. Matt Wario, the pick that Artie was doing, came out. I believe Artie did get first. I missed that, but I don't know. And we see Artie right here.
First.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, of course. I forgot. It's in like 30 seconds. Getting a clip there, not doing too bad. All the way up in 3rd. Kevo's still in 1st, so this is really good for Kevo.
Still holding it down. We have no idea where Canoso is.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. He's in 3rd. Getting read out.
Let's see what happens.
If these positions hold, then Kevo wins by 1 point over Canoso.
Potentially, or more. We'll see, depending if Canoso gets a really bad spot here. Canoso's getting farmed right now. He's in a bottom 4 spot, which is really bad, as we do know Kevo is still in 1st, as far as we know. Because I don't think he would have gotten hit by now, because I don't know if...
Is Cynda getting hit out?
Cynda getting a star in 10th. This is pretty good for the tree section, especially. So Cynda's trying to beat...
Cynda needs to finish ahead of Chibi to get that 3rd place.
Yeah, but Chibi, we see him ahead there in a top 6 spot, and Cynda just can't seem to breach. Here's Canoso in 7th, which is the minimum, I think, if Kevo gets 2nd. So we'll see if that works out. And Chibi's right there. I don't think Cynda's going to be able to get 3rd here. He didn't get anything that he needed. And forced to go for a single box as well. So... yeah, I think Cynda's not going to get 3rd. There's Canoso. I think Kevo kept 1st, so I think Canoso...
Is Kevo gonna... Did Kevo keep 1st?
I mean, 1st or 2nd, that's enough. He got 4th!
That's 4th!
And that means
Canoso hangs on.
Yeah.
Strike's coming in for 3rd as well.
Yeah, just a complete turnover at the end of the thing. Cynda just... not able to keep it. That's a really close thing too. 92, 91, 91. Like, that's really close. Double 4ths there. But congrats to Canoso on winning the $60. And congrats to Kevo and Strike as well, again winning the other prize money. And congrats to everyone who made finals as well. GG's all around. It was an entertaining watch. A little difficult to cast though, obviously, because it's free for all. so it's a little difficult to talk about like implications of races and paying attention to where everyone is at the same time. But it was enjoyable enough.
Yeah, definitely big congratulations to Kenoso, Kevo, and Strike. All three, all deserving of their prize money from the event.
Yes, and and also GG's to everyone who played in the qualifiers, by the way. So if you guys didn't know, I'm assuming anyone watching this does know, but there was a whole free-for-all qualifiers thing. Past 3 weeks there were qualifiers, and congrats GG's to everyone who played and participated. It was fun. Hopefully something like this happens again in the near future. I enjoyed playing it. I didn't qualify. But yeah, and here is the announcement. Yes, Callie saying not to forget. I was just about to get into that. So yes, tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, version 2 versus Difference. This is a D4 matchup, and it's playing for the wildcard slot for playoffs, I believe.
Yeah, it does look that way. Difference has a drawn match buffer over version 2 for the wildcard slot, so whoever wins this match puts themselves in a much better standing to snatch that last wildcard in Division 4.
Of course. And otherwise, I don't have anything else to say. Yeah, so thank you for bearing with us for our technical difficulties and during the first match. Unfortunately, we had some stuff to deal with. That's fine. I enjoyed casting. Thanks for casting, Ben, as well. And thanks for stream hosting T. T was our stream host today. And yeah, GG's again. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.